Shout out to everybody out there on White Street. You already know what it is. Salute to everybody.
What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to SteveBussaGS. We got another scorecard reaction for y'all, and you already know what it is. Let's get it. Alright, we got another one coming for you guys. This is our second look at Peerless from Peerless Recordings, but we also have a first look at Conscious the Lyricist and DJ Elemix. DJ Elemix is a pretty dope name, I'm not gonna lie. So let's hop into it, see what it's hitting for. Do me a favor, run the gauntlet, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, little bell notification guy. We're gonna see what this one's hitting for. Last one was interesting, right? We had a mix of what I felt was like soft rock, classic soft rock, right? Mixed with hip hop. This one, we will see. We do have another feature on this, so we'll see what's in. We have a full video. We do. We got a full video. All right, let's go. So interesting. I'm very curious, especially with there being a DJ that's featured on this. On the last video that we've seen of Peerless, he was actually seen like playing some of the instruments and stuff like that. So I'm curious how much of this production that goes into it he actually takes care of. If you guys know, let me know down in the comments below. Is this him on the keys? Is he doing just like the post-production stuff? Like, let me know.
Took my world, flipped it upside down, that's what you did to me.
Okay.
Felt your eyes, felt your lips, felt your touch, felt your energy.
So we got, this is definitely more melodic. Bring this back. I wasn't sure. See, he's gonna be one of them. He mentioned the comment. He commented in the last video I did his, and he said that he didn't really have like a genre. I think he just enjoys making music. You know what I'm saying? To try and reach as large of an audience as possible, which is super, super dope. But as a reactor, it's hard for me to prep what type of mood to be in coming into this if I don't know what to expect. This does not sound anything like the last one that we heard. So let's go. Let's go.
Took my world, flipped it upside down, that's what you did to me. Felt your eyes, felt your lips, felt your touch, felt your energy.
Okay.
The day we met at the door, we felt nothing but chemistry. We left a mark on each other's hearts right where it's meant to be.
Alright, so this is interesting. Song is called Rehab. I'm curious now if we're supposed to be taking this literal or is this metaphorical? Is he speaking to drugs, or is he saying that this individual woman is like a drug? Let's pay attention. I don't know. Sometimes, you know how artists get, man. I try to get the meaning and metaphors and stuff like that right off the bat. Let's bring it back. Hold up. So he's texting. Oh no, this is notes for Rehab, and this is alright. This is just the lyrics, but it is the woman in the reflection of the video that's writing out the lyrics to this, not him. Interesting.
Your eyes, felt your lips, felt your touch, felt your energy.
Never mind. It's probably him writing, and it's just flashing through everything.
The day we met at the door, we felt nothing but chemistry. We left a mark on each other's hearts right where it's meant to be. I was living on the edge, I was living kinda selfishly. There was no room in my life for someone standing next to me.
This hurts a little bit, right? Like, that's kind of me, my guy. I'm a very, very career-oriented person. One of my biggest flaws as an individual is I do tend to put work, business before my personal life, whether it's positive or to my detriment. I like that this is relatable. I hate that this is relatable.
Living kinda selfishly. There was no room in my life for someone standing next to me. I kept it real from the start, that's just how it was meant to be. I felt the love from my heart when this angel was sent to me. I was right, now I'm not, now I feel like a mess. take you like a drug.
So this is about a woman? I still don't know.
Just can't get enough. Bittersweet is a pill that I don't want to taste. I hate that I become addicted to your love.
Alright. I think this is about a woman. He's talking about addicted to your love, or about a person addicted to your love. There's a lot of interesting effects that are happening on the vocals throughout. I wasn't sure I was going to be feeling it for the entirety of the song. I'm assuming that this same type of voice effect that he has on him is not going to be present for the artist, for Conscious, the lyricist that's on this. That should give us our contrast for music theory to keep you plugged in. That being said, with this being more of a storytelling type track, I'm locked in. I'm locked in. I think he's doing a good job of actually conveying the emotions and things like that he's doing. It doesn't feel surface level. It feels like he is kind of pulling the curtain back a little bit, letting us kind of like really like see into the shit. Maybe I'm feeling it a little bit more too because it's personally relatable. I think that makes for good music. I'm not sure how I feel about, again, the heavy effects on the vocals. I know from the last one that I heard him, he's got a good voice. So this is definitely an artistic decision. Like, there's two types of things that you look at when an artist has any type of like heavy engineering on their voice. One, is it a crutch? Like, does it need that much pitch correction? Does it need that much reverb? Does it need that much delay in order to sound decent, which is not the case with him? Or is it artistic direction where it's like, I like the way that this sounds. This is the sound that I'm going for on the track. Based on the fact that I heard him sing on the last one, I'm going to assume that this is just like the sound that he's trying to capture with this type of music, which is interesting. And I don't hate it, but I can see it getting overwhelming if the entire track is like that from beginning to end. Talk to me. What are your thoughts on that? Let me know. So this is, oh my god, I'm going to pause a lot on this. See, this is like what we call darkroom music, right? I love this shit. So like, I'm going to overanalyze all of this stuff. The best thing that I've seen on this so far is not only did he just layer and layer and layer you with a bunch of very relatable storytelling scenarios, there's no cheesy hook after this, right? Like, there's nothing, he's letting it breathe now. This is where like the DJ, I guess Elemix is like coming into it if I had to assume. But it's giving you a chance to now sit there and reflect on what was just being said. I love this part. Like, this is what makes darkroom music darkroom music. This is the part where you smoke what you smoke, drink what you drink, sit back and you're like, damn, I really do put work before everything, don't I? And you kind of like mull on it a little bit before they hit you with the next verse or hook that comes in right after that. And this is giving you a little bit of an auditory break, so they're not like like giving you like, when you like overstimulate you with the those audio effects that are on the vocals. So this is kind of like what I talked about, like how I thought it was going to be the other artists coming in and not having it on their voice, but like just nothing at all, no voice at all, and giving you time to then just listen to the music and kind of feel it and go with the flow. I think that's good artistic direction.
Bittersweet is a pill that I don't want to taste. I hate that I become addicted to your love.
I will say I don't like the video for this one. The video has too many lights. Like, there's too much going on. At one point, he's just like weirdly standing underneath a bridge for some reason. It didn't really make any sense. Like, he's like underneath an overpass. I don't get the video for this. The words are powerful. The message is powerful. You could have made a minimalistic video for this that I think that would have been just as, if not more, impactful, because there's a lot going on with this, right? But like, I want to focus on on the story that's being told and shit like that. I feel like the video is a little out of place.
sets in when everything changes fast. Worlds colliding deep inside, we knew we were built to last. Love caused some wounds that soon left us in an ugly cast of characters from our lives, so we forget the past. We can admit one thing, it was a ring that made it tough.
We can admit one thing, it was the ring that made it tough. He's talking some shit on this. I would have definitely put the artist that's being featured for this verse right here, so that again it breaks up the music theories a little bit better. It breaks up the vocals, so it's not just the same person that you're hearing over and over again with those effects on his voice. But nonetheless, that was a fucking bar. We can admit it was the ring that made it tough. That's one of those ones that's gonna sit on your chest. If you can relate to it, that's one that's gonna hit you. Like when you're just fucking, everything's good. Life is good when there's no strings attached. You're just living for the moment. There's no commitment issues. There's no jealousy, mistrust. Once you have that commitment, all that stuff has the opportunity to start setting in. Maybe I'm overlooking it. I don't know, man. Darkroom music is my shit. I love this shit so much. But that was a heavy line.
So we forget the past. We can admit one thing, it was a ring that made it tough. Suddenly lust and looks and luck were not quite enough. Our super glue began to crack, that's why things got tough. But in the end, it's love that wins, it is always enough.
I disagree with that one big time, my guy. You lost me there. In the end, what do you say? We can agree that love is always enough? No fucking sir, we cannot. Hold on, bring that back.
But in the end, it's love that wins, it is always enough.
Nah! This is the... Alright, see, this. I love this. I love this. This is a good conversation. In the end, it's always enough. Love is always enough. Love is what's gonna win. That is bullshit advice, ladies and gentlemen. Do not listen to that. Love is not a good enough reason to stay in a toxic relationship. Love is not a good enough reason to stay with somebody who isn't meeting your standards. If you're not meeting theirs, it's a good reason to get you to kick rocks. This is something that I take to heart. Like, I'm a Taurus. We fall in love easy. I got engaged twice in the same summer, right? Like, trust me, I know all about this shit. Love is not enough for shit. There's so much other, there's sexual compatibility, there's interest, there's genuine, just like actual fucking who you are as a human. There's goals. You could be in love with somebody and have different goals. What if like your whole goal in your life was to have 5 kids and your partner that you're in love with doesn't want kids? Love is supposed to be enough? No, because if love is the only thing you guys have going on, then you are going to have different goals and interests in life. And if you choose to stay out of love, you're going to learn to resent that person. Here's what I will say. Any song that can make you have this type of a conversation with yourself, to a camera, in your head, or with a friend, that's good music. This is good music. I don't agree with it. You don't have to agree with music. It's not meant to be like a cult where everyone has to think the same thing. But it is meant, I think, to make you evaluate your own relationships and your own line of thinking and stuff like that. So even though I strongly disagree, I think that throwing lines like that in there accomplish the goal of creating conversation, which is what art fundamentally is, at least part of it. Let's go. Looks like we're about to get our feature coming up now.
Crack, that's why things got tough. But in the end, it's love that wins, it is always enough.
Nah.
I took on a totally different approach, you know?
Yeah, none of the dumb effects on his fucking voice. He comes in, it's a little bit deeper, got the baritone contrast. That's good music theory. Should have put him at the second verse. That's my only gripe. Let's go.
I took on a totally different approach, you know? Not at your door, but you ain't answer, so I left the rose. I'm a mystery to your family, you should let them know. I'm hoping they don't disown me, so you won't have to let me go. I'm cold, don't mean to tell.
I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, lyrically he's dope. He sounds good, right? I'm talking about the concept, right? I don't give a fuck what your family thinks of me, man. Your whole family can suck my dick. I do not give one fuck. I'm not trying to marry your family. I'm not trying to get with your family, right? I'm trying to get with you. I don't know. I don't know. I'm revealing too much on this fucking on this reaction. I don't know if I agree with that, man. I don't like this. It's a little too soft thinking for me. I don't know. That doesn't work for me.
To let them know I'm hoping they don't disown me, so you won't have to let me go. I'm cold, don't mean to tell you I will when I won't. You say that my love is bipolar when the moment's exposed. One day I want you to hold me holy, the next day I'm ghost. The power I get from your touch, it be making me choke. But lately you've been giving me the cold shoulder, trying to run game on a man who got game. If we keep it up, then the game's over. Ask me what's going on and you say not a thing. I try to buy.
He's nice, and he's not overdoing it. You guys know we're here for the violence. We like the on this channel. It wouldn't fit on this song. I think his tonality and I don't know, I don't want to say this disrespectfully, the politeness of his voice, it fits the song well. I like it.
But lately you've been giving me the cold shoulder, trying to run game on a man who got game. If we keep it up, then the game's over.
That's hard to say.
Ask you what's going on and you say not a thing. I try to buy you something, but you tell me my love don't cost a thing. Then you go being J-Lo, babe, I can see your halo. You say I just need some time, I think that we just need to lay low. Trust me, let's not fight before things get ugly. Arguments form into lust, that's how I know you still love me. Rehab.
Arguments turn into lust, that's how I know you still love me. Just because y'all hate fucking does not mean that y'all love each other. This is a toxic ass song. There's some very toxic fucking concepts in this song. This is problematic. Yeah, y'all need therapy, man. This hate fucking does not mean that she loves you, sir.
In your halo, you say I just need some time. I think that we just need to lay low. Trust me, let's not fight before things get ugly. Arguments form into lust, that's how I know you still love me. Rehab.
I was right, now I'm not, now I feel like a mess.
Again, do a lead up. Do a lead up into your hooks, sir. Peerless, my guy, listen to this, right? You don't want to... Your hooks, when they're like that, when they're like that kind of like copy and paste it, right? Fundamentally, it's creating like a wall. And what you don't want is you don't want the verse to end here and then you just hit the wall. It leads for a bad transition. Isn't that the same issue with the last song, right? You want to start trailing. Like as he's finishing rapping, that hook should be trailing in. Either with the actual vocals of the hook that's just slightly placed for it. Like that's why you can't really just copy and paste. It's weird production. It's weird music theory, right? Or you have some other kind of an ad-lib or the beat build-up changes like right there. Maybe this is just me. Maybe I'm a stickler for it. But like I geek out at really, really dope transitions. Specifically when you have a good hook, right? So like this is the second verse or second song that we're seeing this with. The vocals end and like there's no sign of the hook or nothing like that. The vocals end and then just the hook just starts from scratch out of nowhere again.
Just need to lay low, trust me. Let's not fight before things get ugly. Arguments form into lust, that's how I know you still love me. Rehab.
I was right, now I'm not, now I feel like a mess.
So like what that is that you had a cut for the hook and then you had a cut for the hook and they sent in the vocals for the verse. The verse fit perfectly in there and then you just plug and play the two on the side and it's like it's elementary. Like I get it. Like that's the structure of the song, but there's so much stuff you can do to just make that more clean.
Take you like a drug, I just can't get enough. Bittersweet is a pill that I don't want to taste. I hate that I become addicted to your love.
If the decision here is to let the beat breathe out into a fade out, let's go. That's good darkroom music.
Take you like a drug, I just can't get enough. Bittersweet is a pill that I don't want to taste. I hate that I become addicted to your love.
I was rooting for the beat fade out. It's cool. It wasn't bad. It still sounded like a good place to put the hook there. That was fine. All right, let's go. Let's break it down. Let's get smoked. We smoke? We smoke. Let's pull up the scorecard. Let's see how we like it. First of all, I will come right out and say I like this better than the last one. As a more cohesive record, there's just a lot more positive things going for it. I'm going to nitpick some things that I didn't like, but that's what it is. It's nitpicking its preference. From as far as the actual cohesion of the track, of what sounds good and make for good music, this one I think is unquestionably better than the last. The last one, maybe you get a little bit more points than the last one for experimentation. Like I said, I've never heard the soft rock hip hop combo. That's definitely noteworthy. But as far as like what is like undeniably good, I feel like this is an undeniably better track. We are up in the air now for Peerless, and we are brand new for Conscious the Lyricist. They both get 1 for this, so that puts Peerless at 2 for 2, and that puts Conscious at 1 for 1. If you guys are new to this channel, in order for me to be a fan of you, you got to catch at least 3. We're on pace. We're doing good. Target audience for this. Come on, man. We're all about that dark room music. You know what it is. Proper setting for this. Dark room. I'm repeating myself. Bars and lyrics, very good. Very good. Whereas I thought the lyrics are probably the weakest part of the last track, they are probably my favorite part of this track. 23 out of 25. You know what it was missing? The only thing it was missing was some haymakers. You need to put like 1 or 2 lines in there that I don't have to be a fan of dark room music to know that was the gut wrench. Very close to perfect. I enjoyed it from both candidates here. And again, you don't have to agree with every perspective when it comes to this type of music. It just has to invoke thought, and I think they did that really well. 23 out of 25 confidently. The delivery, I enjoyed it. 21 out of 25. I don't think that the delivery outshines the lyrics. I do think that the cadence for the sing-songy part from Peerless, with 2 whole verses of it and the hook, was a bit much. I still stand by. I think it should have been broken up a little bit. But that's my thought. And again, that could be preference. I put it at 21 out of 25. The beat selection for what it was, 15 out of 15. Sound quality, mixing. Again, it was done really well. But I'm just gonna give it 14 out of 15. It's a little bit much of that same the same engineering on the vocals for the entire song. It's a bit much. I think having it as a verse, I think if you would have had it as a verse and you would have had him as the verse too, and maybe a different effect on the hook or just something, you know what I'm saying? Would have been closer to perfect. But 14 out of 15, effectiveness. Does this make you want to listen to more of the artist? It does. I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10. I would be more inclined to listen to more of either artist if this is, which it is for Conscious and not for Peerless, the first song that I'd heard from either of them. Enjoyability, I enjoyed the shit out of it. I'm gonna give it a 10. 10 out of 10 for enjoyability. Good conversation, good feeling, good emotion. It was raw. I feel like it was honest, right? Yeah, 93 out of 100. 93 out of 100, that's my score. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know down in the comments below. As always, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I will catch y'all on the next one. Let's go.